So if you tried to pre-order the new Switch 2, then you know how hectic that midnight release was between Best Buy, Target, Walmart, and then eventually GameStop the next day. Luckily, I was able to snag one from Target at the midnight release, although there were some things that I did have to move around in order to be able to get that done. So in this video, we're going to talk about my experience, talk about exactly what's left from a pre-order standpoint from all the different games that are still available to pre-order, and then lastly, if you were not able to snag a Switch 2 pre-order, I'm going to show you guys some tips and tricks that I've seen so far of how else to be able to pre-order it before it does launch on June 5th. So, let's get into it. Before we get started, definitely leave a comment down below if you were able to pre-order the Switch 2, which version you got, and if you were able to pre-order any of the accessories and any games alongside of that, because I'm always curious to know what people were able to snag and ultimately how many orders Nintendo was able to take in overall. But as I said, my experience was a little bit hectic. I had Walmart opened up, Target opened up, and Best Buy opened up ready to go with all my information, all my login, and I didn't want to go the Target route mostly because that's the one that I'm most familiar with, but the biggest thing for me here was that once midnight hit and it did start to open up, I was trying to pre-order the Mario Kart bundle because of course, that's the one that I wanted to get. I wanted to save the $20, $30 when it came to the retail purchase of the actual game itself, but unfortunately, after trying it for about 7 to 10 minutes of just jamming the order button over and over and over again from my cart, it was not able to go through. But then I got a tip online via Twitter that actually if you tried to pre-order the non-Mario Kart version itself, it actually went through much easier, because it seems like 90% of the people trying to order a Switch 2 were trying to go for the Mario Kart bundle and save those extra $20 to $30. So the moment that I switched over to getting the non-Mario Kart edition Switch 2, it actually went through relatively easily, so that was always great to see. So I was able to get the non-Mario Kart edition directly from Target. And then the next morning I was a little bit worried because I was seeing that 9 to 5 Toys was posting that Target was actually canceling orders after the fact because maybe they didn't have enough stock or they let too many people order it. But thankfully I actually got a confirmation today that everything was good to go and that I should be receiving it between June 6th and June 11th, which I really hope it's going to end up being actually June 5th because that is the actual release date. But that was my overall experience, and Target for me was the easiest. I did kind of jump onto GameStop to see what that experience was like the next day at 11 a.m. here in the US, and GameStop was a little bit broken in the beginning, but I did hear that people were able to snag a couple pre-orders, both in person as well as online, with them taking those $50 deposits for the pre-order. So then, as I mentioned, I didn't get the Mario Kart bundle because unfortunately everybody was trying to get into that one, so I can actually still pre-order it, albeit it's going to be $80, which is kind of annoying, but I'll still, pay the $30 extra just to be able to know that I will be getting my Switch 2 early on. But I did want to mention, if you did get the Switch 2 and you either got the bundle or not the bundle, but you still wanted to pre-order some games as well as some of the accessories that were announced when the Nintendo Switch 2 was announced, they're actually pretty readily available. So you can go on Walmart, Best Buy, I'll leave some links down below. Target also has some pre-orders for all the different games that people are going to want, especially Donkey Kong Bonanza, Mario Kart World, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild for the Switch 2, as well as Mario Party Jamboree, and some other ones that, again, they've been hyping up for the Switch 2, and all those are readily available, so you can pre-order them with the dates still coming on June 5th to June 11th, depending on the retailer and what their shipping situation is going to be like. And like I said, the same thing can be said about the different accessories for the Switch 2, like the additional Joy-Cons, the Pro Controller, the camera, as well as some of the smaller things like the case, the Joy-Con handles, and things of that nature. So if you did get a Switch 2 and you still want to pre-order some of the games, those are available for the official release of June 5th, and definitely jump on it before those start to sell out quickly, because all this Switch 2 hype has been absolutely insane, and I haven't seen anything quite like this, especially coming from the Apple world, where everything is a little bit more tame. This over here is a little bit different because so many people of so many demographics, so many different ages, so many different backgrounds are Switch lovers, and they want to get their hands on the Switch 2 when it does come out, whether it's for themselves, a loved one, or their kids. So now, if you were not able to pick up a Switch 2 at the midnight release or the 11 a.m. release from GameStop, there's a couple things that I do want to mention in terms of how to still be able to get them. Because even though most of these retailers online continue to say that it's sold out, there are some ways to really get into this. For example, I know for a fact that Walmart is actually drip releasing additional pre-order units on their website. The way that I know this is because I'm on a few different Discords that do kind of track the links and track all those websites for stock availability and inventory, and then the moment those get set up, the link is posted and you can click on there. As you can see from this screenshot right here, it was available to pre-order, it ended up in my cart, and then obviously I didn't pre-order this one, but I did try to check out to see if it would actually run out of stock, and then eventually it did run out of stock. So do keep that in mind that retailers like Walmart, Target, as well as Best Buy are doing drip stock pre-order releases, meaning that maybe once an hour, once every 2 hours, we'll drop 1 or 2 extra stock to let people pre-order them if they are on the website and they are online. If you do want to join some of these Discords, just Google them. They're all over the place for you guys to check out and jump in, and the ones that I'm in are completely free, so definitely check those out. But then also you have the ability to then get it on June 5th release date. Of course, they're going to prioritize the people that did pre-order them and get a successful pre-order, but GameStop and Best Buy for a fact will get extra stock on top of that for the people that want to come in person, wait in line, and actually get their hands on the Switch 2 on day one. And also, I've been getting inklings and rumors that Costco, as well as Sam's Club and Newegg will all be getting stock on June 5th if you guys want to jump on those. So just keep your ears open, go on Twitter, follow 9to5 Toys to make sure that you're up to date on everything. And like I said, find a Discord channel that is releasing and tracking inventory, because I have seen people get some success, especially at Walmart for both the Switch bundle and the non-Switch bundle. But I just wanted to give you guys my experience, how to get them, as well as what else you can pre-order after the fact for the Switch 2, some of its games and accessories. And like I said, leave a comment down below if you were able to snag one, if you're still trying to get one. I was able to snag one, so I'm very excited to get my hands on it. It just depends on what day exactly I'm going to be getting it. But that'll do it for this video. If you guys do want to watch more content like this one, check out one of these videos right here, like our hands-on with the Switch 2, which, again, absolutely made me fall in love with the device. But that'll do it, everybody. Until next time, I'm Fernando. Peace.